Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's September 9, 2018. Well, hey, guess what? A war is coming. A huge war. It's going to be the final battle between good and evil. It's about to start off. It's sort of roiling in certain places around the world already. Syria, Venezuela, Brazil. These places are already, it's taking place all around you. There's a media war taking place in the United States already, a war on opinions, a war an information war, essentially, where they, there's a lot of propaganda being thrown around and a lot of censorship going on. And there's actual war that's also raging, in Yemen, for example, but also in Syria. There's a big battle going on right now, and I don't know for sure. All I know is that the Great War is about to begin, and that's what I pray that people will hear my message and that they will take warning. They'll take these warnings seriously. It's like, some people oftentimes ask me what they should do. Well, what should you do? That's not a question for me. What could you do to be better prepared for the final battle between good and evil? Do you pray to God? You might want to start. That's like the first step. Do you have a strong support structure? Well, you might want that. Do you hate people for poor reasons? You might want to get over that, because we're all going to have to work together. In Syria right now, there's this offensive. It would be the final offensive in Syria. The Assad army, along with the help from Russia and Iran, they've pretty much got all the terrorists there in their country surrounded. They've got them all surrounded in Idlib, and they estimate there's about 50,000 of them there in Idlib. They're all surrounded, and Syria and the Russians they want to go in and finish this battle off. They've taken back the rest of the country, and of course, the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, he knows not to use chemical weapons. He knows, and he's been saying for a long time, that the terrorists there are using chemical weapons just to get the United States to fight against him, so that, just to make their job a little easier. He's been saying this. The Russians have been saying this. Everyone who's really thinking about it realizes that Bashar al-Assad would have to be crazy to use chemical weapons, because he's about to win the whole war. Why in the world would a guy who's about to win the whole war gas like 50 people? That's it. It's not like he's taking out a whole bunch of dug-in terrorists with these things. It's like, they say, oh, he gassed like 20 civilians. Like, why would he do that? He wouldn't, because he's not an idiot. But that's what we're probably going to see happen. That's the story they're going to tell, and they're going to say, like, there he goes, old Assad again, using his chemical weapons. And of course he didn't use them. This is called a false flag. It's where you make something happen and make it seem like someone else did it to give you an excuse to go to war. So this is called a false flag event, and it's probably going to take place. Maybe the United States just goes into war anyway, without any alleged chemical weapons. There were reports last night that Russia was trying to intercept a team. They had intelligence of where these chemical weapons were, and they were trying to go intercept the militants who had these chemical weapons, and were about to stage a chemical weapons attack. Russia was going to go try and stop that from happening. So supposing they are able to stop the staging of a chemical weapons attack, then I don't know, I imagine we just see the United States go in, but either way, it really seems like a powder keg over there. And this is my human eyes. This isn't from God or anything, but I just see this as possibly the spark that lights the whole fire. In other news, a red heifer was born. I'm totally unfamiliar with this, but there was a bunch of websites kind of like making a big deal about this. A red heifer apparently has to pass a number of rules according to Talmudic tradition or something. There's a bunch of tests for this red heifer to be a perfectly all red cow that's totally blemishless. There hasn't been one of them for more than 2,000 years apparently. And it's apparently prophesied in the Quran and in the Bible or something, in the Old Testament. So there's something about this red heifer being born, meaning that it's like the beginning of a new age or something. I don't know. I haven't read about this at all, but it's interesting. It's interesting. We're living in the final times, people. These are the final days. Be aware that the final battle between good and evil is about to begin. Be aware. Take that as seriously as you can, and actually do whatever you can to be prepared. Okay, my name is Christopher Carlson. I am a prophet from God, here to warn you, the final battle is about to begin. Be prepared. God bless you.